Well, good morning. We're out here at lovely Lindo Lake. Another beautiful day. And I got a Christmas present that they're taking away today. It's really not a good Christmas present, but for the time I've had this 2025 McLaren Artura, it has been an absolute joy and a borderline heart attack, because you just never know. Am I going to hit the curb? Am somebody going to run into me? Am I going to have to pay for this car? But the joy outweighed the fear, kind of. Unbelievable color. Believe it or not, it's called Tokyo Cyan. And cyan, I looked it up, is blue. Well, it's not blue. It's really teal, I would say. 3-liter V6. Now, the interesting thing, the Artura is a plug-in hybrid. You've got you got the Vision, the Tech Lux, Performance, and a base that you could choose if you are so inclined. You get only 18 miles. Oh, come right through. Oh, what a beautiful dog.
What a beautiful car.
It'd fit perfectly. Yeah, you'd fit perfectly in that car. So you got a vehicle here that is absolutely, it's got the plug-in if you're into that. It only gives you like 18 miles of range at electric. And then the funny thing about it is you've got different modes that this car has, which is comfort, and it's got sport, and then it has track. So here's the funny thing: if the battery runs out, the only way to start the car then is you got to flip it over to track mode. And if you keep it in track mode, you can drive it and it'll charge the battery up. Well, track mode means no, what do you call it? Traction control, all the safety stuff is off, so I don't know. But I've had no problem with it. It's run absolutely flawless. I'm getting over 26 miles per gallon, if you can believe that. I've only hit my foot in it a couple of times. 8-speed dual clutch automatic. I mean, it's a race car for the street. Let's just get right down to it. Bucket loads of carbon fiber, adaptive dampening suspension. One of the bad things about supercars like this is look how low the nose is. So when you come up to a driveway or a curb, what's the next sound you're going to hear? I'm not even going to imitate it. This car has a little button. You push it, and it raises the front end up so you don't drag the carbon fiber or the fiberglass, which is really good. Tilt sensing immobilizer. It's got airbags, knee airbags, hill hold, rack and pinion with electronic hydraulics, butter smooth, and the steering paddle shifters, big massive paddle shifters, locking differential. You got, like I said, carbon fiber everywhere. You got an aluminum subframe. Now, what McLaren has done is the option sheet is ridiculous. Polished calipers, wheels finished, 10-spoke wheels, vehicle lift, tech pack, driver assist pack, fire extinguisher, if you can believe that. You've got the floor mats, of course, America accessory pack, practicality pack, Tech Lux pack, armrest with logos, carbon fiber interior, sports seats, stealth badging, fender louvers. You've got exhaust, sports exhaust. You got a 60th anniversary logo, electromatic roof. You got a Tono exterior carbon and special price for the paint. So I might as well just tell you the price right now. Base is at $273,800, and this one with a $5,000 freight is going to run you $365,000. So that's about $80,000 in bells and whistles. Okay, I get it. I couldn't afford it. I probably couldn't afford a lug nut. But if you can, it's a dream. One other thing that's kind of unique, and we're going to do a walk around, and that is how you get in the car. Okay, you got these nice doors getting in, but I got to tell you, it's not as easy to get out as you would think. And we will make that the last attempt. I'll get in and I'll drop the top. But let's take a walk around and kind of get a good close-up of the functionality of a McLaren. All right, as we come walking up to the front, everything on this car is so functional, I can't even begin to tell you. Now, you notice a super low nose. That could be a curb killer, so that's why you have the lift. But that whole air dam is all functional. There is nothing on this car that's not. You've got the grates where the air goes in, keeps the brakes cool. You do have performance tires on it, and the stickier they get, the quicker this car goes around turns. And I tell you, it probably could totally drive you. You've got little carbon fiber, and these are vents to vent out any hot exhaust, or not exhaust, but any gases and what have you up front. You've got these massive wells as we come around, ground effects on the bottom. You got these massive inlets. I mean, you could almost put your lunch in there, and that's to help cool the engine because it's in the rear. The doors, like I said, real easy to open, okay? And you've got that, and you think, well, wow, that's kind of crazy. But, you know, if you're in a tight parking space, it's really better than having the door swing out. Now, looking inside, you get a lot of Alcantara, you got a lot of leather, and this beautiful paint illuminates at night in the door jambs and in the sills. You've got the, like I said, you can see the paddle shifters, you can see all the, you know, but I gotta say it's kind of minimal controls, really, when it comes right down to it. You also have a sunroof that you can actually hit a button and it changes and tints down so you don't have a lot of light, or you can have light coming in. It's whatever you like. Again, all carbon fiber. And then you have these rear vents that come in as well, like right here. These take in lots of air as well. You got air coming in through the top. And like I said, the engine itself is right in the back. You've also got, when you come back here, again, tons of carbon fiber. You can actually see inside the diffuser on the bottom. And what the diffuser does is it keeps the car to the ground, and your exhaust pipes are there. So you got to be a little careful when you're walking around the car. You don't want to lean up against it. But that is just a characteristic of the car. Like I said, you got, again, all these diffusers down below. And then, of course, you got backup sensors. You got a great camera system on this car. So let's go ahead and I'll put the top down and it kind of give you an idea. Just kind of give you an idea of what you would see. The back window also comes down if you're just looking for a little bit more cooler air. This is where you charge it, just like you would. So you go to any charging station. I charged it up last night. It only took really an hour and a half, and I charged the whole thing up, which was pretty good. Okay, getting in is really not that difficult. You also have controls here for your tonneau and to raise it. Actually, what is this one? Okay, so let's hop in. As you see, you just drop in, and then the radio comes on, which is kind of odd. Okay. So here's your one touch. And boom, you're set. And so now you got yourself a nice little convertible. You don't have to worry about it. So if you'll notice, it automatically goes to electric. That's how it's set up to start. It's got 87% battery because I charged it up and then drove it down. But it's only going to give you 16 miles right now. It was 18 when you start, 310 on gas. So what you can do when you go to start it, just a center button, a little bright orangey button right here. I'll let this little dog go by because once I start it, I don't want to give it a heart attack. Okay, move it over. Okay, that's comfort. Then you got sport. That changes everything on the dash. A little bit more growly. And then you've got track. And that's where you've got, But then, of course, you can, and if you'll notice, in track mode, I've only got 100-mile range on gas. Okay, so if I kick it back to sport, I got 310, and comfort 310. I can push this button and go from automatic to manual to where I have to use these up and down. So consequently, you know, it depends on what it is you're looking for. All right, and then of course you have all your controls here. This runs the window, and then this runs the roof. All your headlights, the front and lower. Let's see if we can get it to do the front. We'll have our camera guy see if he can catch the. I think I gotta have it running. Hold on a second. So it's not much, but it's enough, and then you can drop it back down for the aerodynamics. Let's do it one more time. And I tell you, it's a lifesaver. So there's probably a whole lot more about this car that I don't even know, because it's one of these cars that the more you drive it, the more you learn. But if you're looking, maybe you made it, maybe you hit the lotto, or maybe your business is just really rocked out. You know what? This might be the answer for you, because I'll tell you, it's a blast. V6, twin turbo, gives you almost, in fact, let's take a peek here, because I forgot to write it down. It just shows you how that goes, but it's real simple for me to tell you exactly. You gotta see. Let me go back here. Here we go. All right. So you got, let's see, it's going to show me some more. 585 with 96 PSI, and then it's got, takes you up, combined output 690. So 690 horse, which is more than anybody would never need. So if you're looking for a fun ride, this is the cat's meow. Make somebody's Christmas a good one, because they're taking my Christmas present away. Come on back. We're going to be in Lindo Lake again for more cars. Maybe not as expensive as this one, but you're going to love it. See you down the road, folks.